What's up, YouTube? This is Big Mike. I want to talk about Ray Allen right quick. For a while, I thought that Ray Allen was probably going to retire. He's played 19 years in the NBA. He's one of the few players remaining from the 1996 draft that I can think of. The other one being Kobe Bryant. Uh, Derek Fisher just retired. So there's very few players that remain from that draft. And, think about it. The guy's played 19 seasons. He's just turned 39 years old. Uh, as far as success, as far as championships, he has two. One with the Boston Celtics 2007-2008 season, and one with the Miami Heat during the 2012-2013 season. And as far as personal accolades, you know, all-time leader in three-pointers made, both regular season and postseason. That's a record that I don't see anyone breaking other than Stephen Curry, and that's if there's so many ifs in that scenario. If he plays long enough, if he stays healthy, um, that's the only guy that I could see possibly breaking that record. There's a lot of ifs with that. That record's going to stand for quite a while. Um, but there's some conflicting reports today that kind of make me change, look at it differently and maybe change my mind about something. The first report is from the Sun Sentinel, and it's stating that Ray Allen has decided to wait until September to announce whether or not he's going to return to the NBA or retire. Saying that, quote, "It's August and I don't want to rush to judgment. I want to get to September and see how I really feel." And that's pretty smart. I guess he's waiting to see how would I feel in September, around a time where I'm past the summer. It's around time that I mentally begin to focus on basketball. Do I really want to play? And if I don't want to play, then maybe it's time for me to call it quits. And I've seen many players say this around the time they feel like it may be time to call it quits. They just don't have that urge anymore to go through the rigors of training and scrimmages and getting yourself back into basketball playing shape. And that's when they mentally check out. As a matter of fact, I remember recently looking at a roundtable discussion on NBA where Isaiah Thomas said that he was going through the same things mentally that last season. And that was before he had the Achilles injury that ended his career. And the way he was talking was, even if he didn't have that injury, he probably would have retired anyway after the 93-94 season. So maybe I was thinking like Ray Allen may retire. However, according to an ESPN article by Chris Broussard, it was saying that privately, amongst friends, Ray Allen has said that he plans on coming back to play for a 19th season. And that makes sense because, um, you know, it's no secret that when you're up to that age, if you play that long, you're no longer playing for, especially a person in his situation, he's no longer playing for individual awards or individual accolades, scoring titles, trying to average 25 points or 30 points or trying to score X amount of points in a game. Your goal is to be part of a winning organization and to win championships. And that's what Ray Allen's goal is probably right now. He's only want to play for title contending teams. And the one team that I see on his radar probably will be Cleveland. I don't really see him coming back to Miami. I've read that LeBron James has tried to lure Ray Allen to Cleveland, and I can see that. Cleveland has just had the impending trade with Kevin Love from Minnesota. They've signed former Miami Heat players, James Jones, I believe his name is, and Mike Miller. So they're really getting a squad together. And then, you already have those guys who shoot 40% for their careers. You have Ray Allen, another 40% three-point shooter, just on a much more prolific basis than the other two. And, you know, that's probably the best option for him at this time. And also, I guess, even though I say he's not playing for individual numbers, it doesn't hurt the fact that he's only 500 or so points away from 25,000, which I know it could be in the back of his head. You know, 25,000 points. It's quite an exclusive club that he would be able to get into. Even Patrick Ewing just missed 25,000 career points. So it looks like Ray Allen will come back to the NBA. And also, I believe, let's see something. Because I think I'm right. I think he's closing in on 3,000 three-pointers. Let's see. Yeah, he has 2,973 three-pointers. So he's only 27 away from actually having 3,000 three-pointers in his career. Amazing.